Now, the moment you've been waiting for. Listen to the voice in a million as Peter Sellers sings George Gershwin.
George Gershwin.
I don't know how you feel about that integrating stuff. I don't care what the hell a guy is as long as he keeps in his place, you know what I mean? That's right.
I've always thought in the back of my mind, cheese and onions.
I have a microwave fireplace. I can lay down in front of the fire for the evening in 8 minutes.
And Mick Jagger, I think that makes a joke with all his stupid faggot dancing. I always did. Wiggling his ass, you know, it's just a lot of bullshit. And where does he come up saying all those tardy things about the Beatles?
And it's a kind of magic under pressure, spread your wings. It's a crazy little thing, but everybody sings Queen.
Ah, dear me. Stone me, what a life.
Are aware of the Geneva Convention book ruling on officers?
I have not read the book of Geneva Convention or seen a film.
What's your first name? Mary Joseph, did you say? It's a lovely name. Just sounds silly, that's all.
I hack limbs off for Newcastle. I rape for Luton Town.
For the Rangers, I kill strangers and kick these horses down.
I set fire to referees who let opponents score. Yes, football is the game that we adore.
Right, well now that's over, we can get on with the LP. This is Wayne, my rubber plant. He's really good at tranquility.
The body of Doris Hazard's Pekingese, unwittingly asphyxiated beneath her husband's bottom during a wine and middle-aged spread do at the Great House, after the ritual fortnight in the Rawlinson fridge, has been given over to old Scrotum the wrinkled retainer for indecent burial under Sir Henry's giant marrow.
The young girl called Madonna, I've got a real crush on her. I'd like to buy her a doner, kebab and make her mine.
And even in Australia they have a talent show for children. I think that's awful. People who should be out on their bikes are singing My Way. You go, fuck off. What do you mean your way? You don't know anything.
Jump, you fucker, jump. Jump into this here blanket what we are holding, and you will be alright. He jumped, hit the deck, broke his fucking neck. There was no blanket.
Now he's never met a nice South African, and that's not bloody surprising then, 'cause we're a bunch of talentless murderers who smell like baboons.
All things sick and cancerous, all evil, great and small, all things foul and dangerous, the Lord God made them all.
J. Arthur and Cam, the titty bum Urals, nibbling away with a pain in the Balkans, spotty botty wee wee, piddling about in the Jimmy Riddle Kaminicker Orchestra.
I mean, I came in here in all good faith to help me country. I don't mind giving a reasonable amount, but a pint, that's very nearly an armful.
I don't wipe my bottom when I go to the loo. I'm rude to policemen, and I pick my nose too. There's no stopping me. I'm bloody mad.
Who do you think may have perpetrated this awful crime?
We believe this to be the work of thieves.
You are now to retire, carefully to consider your verdict of not guilty.
So they gave me my fish and chips and I walked back into the middle of the road, offering all the drivers fish and chips. I thought, well, they can't complain about that, can they? I thought, they're not having any fish and chips.
Of course, I thought this was supposed to be a bloody opera house, anyway. Why, they got this rubber-faced twat from that bloody programme, what is it? Not Now Nationwide, or whatever it is. No idea.
I'm a modern man, I'm a modern man. I do the household chores whenever I can.
I'll get up in the morning and I bounce around the bed. If me mum comes in to wake me up, I bounce on her instead. When I'm in the bathroom, I bounce around the bath. But you wanna try to shit and bounce, I'm really quite a...
Foreplay, afterplay, all the trimmings. I don't suppose we had much change left out of 3 hours.
Jesus Christ! You could have been in Leeds in that time.
These are Australian motor insurance claim form statements. The pedestrian had no idea which direction to run, so I ran over him.
What is that age that old people reach where they decide when they back out of a driveway, they're not looking anymore?
And oh, how they danced, the little children of Stonehenge.
I suggest that you murder these people.
Yes, sir, I did.
I put it to you that you murder these people.
Yes, sir, I did.
I submit that you murder these people.
I didn't murder these people.
Did you or did you not murder these people?
Halfway through Turkey, they found some of the drugs we'd hidden, and yes, I immediately jumped up. I shouted, "Midnight Express!" They said, "That'll do nicely, sir."
And the great end of the pier Scottish one is the policeman who found a drunk man lying in Sucky Street and dragged him into Hope Street because he couldn't spell Sucky Street.
That's a James Brown lyric. He wrote that shit. He was writing a song, so I need a word here. That's good.
The flu. He's got so much of fucking cancer. It drives you fucking mad. He says I've got fucking cancer and he's my fucking dad.
Look, we'll eat your mum, then if you feel a bit guilty about it afterwards, we can dig a grave and you can throw up into it.
I love women. I don't think you ought to be mean to them. Well, you don't have any choice. What are you going to do? It's either love women or suck a big dick. Thanks, God. Thanks for the big menu down here. Thanks a lot.
All my friends think I'm a lunatic, but it isn't true. I don't have any friends.
And I heard a voice over a loudspeaker say, "We have your house surrounded. This is the New York Public Library." They wanted the books back, you know.
Every entertainer in the world comes out, no matter where they are, and they go, "Hey, it's really great to be here." And it really sounds fake, but I am sincere when I say, "Hey, it's really great to be here."
I'm wearing a Cambridge tie.
You? You were at Cambridge?
Yeah.
What were you doing there?
Buying a tie.
We want this and that. We demand a share in that and most of that, some of this and fucking all of that. Less of that and more of this and fucking plenty of this.
Rapport's a thing you just can't manufacture. You had your pin-up girl, I couldn't match her. I didn't want to, it was Mrs. Thatcher.
Dennis, wilt thou leave this woman who is thy wedded wife? Dost thou dislike her, despise her, hate the sight of the moth-eaten Snoopy doll she's had since college, and despise her brother who invites himself for dinner and drinks thy scotch after you've gone to bed?
Little fellow, eh? Ooh, can he talk? Can he talk, eh?
Yes, of course I can talk. I'm Minister for Overseas Development.
Ooh.
But I'll say one thing for Russia, the health service is tremendous.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as you're ill, they kill you.
Yeah?
Yeah, there was no fucking about with cures.
Well, I got the right idea, haven't I?
Carl, we're all a little mystified by your claim that your new film stars Marilyn Monroe, who died over 10 years ago.
That's correct.
Was decomposition a problem?
We did have to put her in the fridge between takes.
I bet when that Da Vinci cartoon first come out, I bet people were killing themselves. I bet old Da Vinci had an accident when he done it.
Aberdeen's just a rotten place. It's always fucking freezing and pelting. You get down there, Jesus, polar bears running about, stealing people's scarves and running away. Come back, you bastard!